Why am I going to make $50,000 in profit by July 11th? Now, most people, their wishes or their wants are just wishes, or they don't have a deadline. Now, why did I came to this conclusion? I'm going to talk about it first. Like, why am I just going for 50? Why am I not going for 2,000? Why am I not going for all these bigger numbers? And why am I only doing it in like 12 days? Now, I was looking at my bank account 3 weeks ago, and I saw that, I had the skills, I had the time, I had clients, but I just wasn't making big enough goals. And it's kind of like, this is like the really, really insane factor is that your progress as an entrepreneur, first of all, you're the biggest bottleneck in your business. If you can fix yourself, your business will grow. Now, if you make smaller goals, your progress is going to be really, really small. But if you want exponential growth, it's kind of look like this. You plateau literally. You will go down. I had to kind of, when I made this goal, I had to like backtrack so many things. I had to change my strategies so much. And I went down, like completely down. And then I started scaling up a little bit again. Now I'm at the stage where I'm down. I'm being honest, I'm down. But I know that as soon as I fix all this problem, I can reach this new level, this new consciousness, which is the 50K. But the thing is that I have already have the skills. I already have the stuff I need in order to scale to that moment. Now, I'm going to talk about a little bit why am I making this video and first of all, who am I? So first of all, I'm Alex. I did sales for 2 years for the biggest brands, ghostwriting agencies. You know it. I did appointment setting, I did closing, I did managing people. And the reason why I did all these things I'm going to talk about later down in the video, but it's super, super crucial. Stick to the end. I'm doing the YouTube thing. But basically, let's look at this. Let's call him John. John is you. Now, why is John sad? That's not a happy face, guys. This is not happy. This is not happy at all. But why is he sad? The reason why he is sad is because he has pain and he is stuck, but he wants to move. So he goes online searching for the answers, like kind of how you are now. You're probably stuck. If you're watching my content, you probably are in consulting agency or even you own some sort of agency. I don't think a crypto guy will watch my video, if we're going to be honest. But let's look at this. Now, whenever you have some sort of problem or pain, now most people try to fix it themselves. Probably John banged his head like 68 times here and there. That's why he's so sad. He probably just went around, banged his head so much. Now he actually wants to look for a solution. And that's why he's going online. Now, whoever can capture John's attention and basically help him fix the problem first will win. Now, this is how even money works. Let me go down here. Now, if John comes to you and if you fixes John's problem like that, you give him some sort of direction, John is going to be happy. That's value. Are you going to get the money in the first hand? No. What's going to happen is that as soon as John gets another problem, now he's sad again. Let me try to draw a beautiful diagram. That's beautiful. Don't even talk. Don't even think about it. So if he gets into pain again, who's going to go for? Who will he choose? Is he going to choose the guru that didn't help him? Is he going to choose the guy that's there? Or is he going to help? So he's not going to go to your guru. He's not going to go to anyone. But he's going to go to the person that solved his problem first. That's why there's so much value and money being turned to distribution. And the reason why distribution is working right now is because, you have social media platforms. People like short form content. It's hard to master. YouTube is the best, by the way. But that's why I'm making one as well. So as soon as John gets into pain, he's going to lash out and reach to the guy that provided him value in the first place. Now, what's going to happen? Now, if you're smart, if you know how to convert, you'll probably have some CTA. You'll probably have something that tells people, hey, if you solve this problem, the next problem I can help you solve. What does this do is that it helps you to get money. Pretty simple. Now, why am I talking about this? You probably know about this. You probably heard 60, 70 people talk about it. The reason why I'm talking about it is because I'm going to talk about my journey and how you can kind of replicate it and learn from it, because I know I'm going to make that money. Now, first of all, you might be asking why. Like, why the hell would you even make that much money? Like, are you out of your mind? No, I'm not. Seriously, I'm not. But let's talk about this. Sales. We have 3 sections. First of all, let me go over them. Sales, marketing, and AI. The super hot train part. Now, why do MFs buy? It's not point the click-through rate part, so I'm not gonna swear. I'm being family friendly. You can play this with your mom. But basically, why do motherfuckers buy? Just answer. Why you buy? Like, Have you ever asked yourself, like this is what people would do, they'll buy courses, they'll buy so many things on a day-to-day basis, but they won't ask themselves, like, why did I buy that? Have you ever thought of it? Now, I learned this because I had 2+ years of experience in sales as a salesman. I did for every job on the planet, but I never did my job like actually, like not like in like the literal sense. Like I wasn't just sitting around. It's remote. People will just throw you out. But I always did more than I was asked for. Like I always asked the founder, the guy, if I could get the access to, because it's small companies, right? You can get to the founder who's the big guy. If you're working on agencies making 100K, you can probably talk to the main guy running the entire show. But I always ask, like, why do you market this? Okay, why do you do this? Why do you do that? Why is the VSL 6 minutes long and not 8 minutes long? And I think like it does two things. First of all, it makes you curious. Second of all, the founder loves you. They're like, oh my god, this guy, I'm the hero in his life. This guy. But basically, what you're doing is that what you can do is the easiest thing you can do is pick a job and get a free mentorship. Now, what do I mean by mentorship? Like literally, the better you get, the more they make. They'll teach you everything they have. Why? Because if you make them more sales, their business will make money. And their entire purpose is to make money. You need to understand this. Most people, the reason why they suck at their job is that they don't realize is that if the company is going to make a lot more money, they're going to make a lot more money, especially if it's remote. And remote people are chill. I don't know about the 9 to 5 Karens. I don't know anything about HR trying to get your ass, but that's all that. Thinking that they will not charge you $9.99 for the course that they teach, or maybe they're selling it. If you're on that, kind of sad if you're selling their courses and stuff. Not some of them, most of them don't work, but there are good ones as well. I'm not bashing the course industry, but thinking that they will not charge you $9.99 for the same thing. Now, why did I say that? Is that because as soon as you're gonna bring them more money, it's easy now. Like you learned all the steps, you learned all the things from them, and you didn't have to pay for anything. Like, what else are you gonna ask for? That's why I did it. That's why I literally did my job. And then I was just like on the call with founders asking more questions, how we can scale the business to the point they were like, I like this guy. They invited me on calls for ideas. I was just a sales guy. I was an appointment setter in some of the positions. I wasn't even that important, but I did the job and I also stroked their ego. So it's super simple now. Before I dive into marketing, let me talk about AI. This is the thing that you guys are gooning over for AI. Now, the thing is like with AI, what you can do as someone who's running an agency, I don't know what you're doing. Now, with AI, you want to solve a massive problem. Now, why do you want to do that? You want to do this because this will give you the hot train of AI, because people will be willing to spend massively for your simple automation because the FOMO, because their competitors are doing it, because they feel like they're not gonna be ahead in the market. It's like not using a computer or not investing in Amazon or something. Because AI is here to stay. Everybody knows that. So how you can capitalize, of course, build something that actually works. Don't just connect Zapier, Discord, and call it an AI automation agency. That's dog shit. But what you can do is build something that they will hire someone for. This is where the magic is. That's why I took many pauses. Find anything. When I say anything, I mean anything. Anything that you can find that they're using a person for, it's over. Why? Is because that person will automate it even if it's not that efficient. Now, this is some black hat, this is going into gray hat, but even if it's not super efficient, it will still save them the hassle of hiring and firing, dealing with all that BS, dealing with people leaving in, dealing with them grandma dying every single time. For some reason, all the VAs, their family members die, like they're catching the cold or something. Everybody just dies on the weekends for some reason every single time. And what this will do is that it will make them always have a secondary option, which is you or even someone when they get out of line, they know that they can fix that problem with AI. Now, also what it does is that if you can, I already told you, now it's time to market now, because if you can find something that they don't need to hire and fire for and that can sustain, you have already won. Like you have the marketing working for you. Now it's time to market. Let's look at it. So marketing, boom. It's easy now again because you have the hot trained of AI. You can easily market the wow factor. You don't need to sit there and make a super cool offer. You don't need to sit there and add like, it can be a simple offer because it's AI. People will sit there and buy it. That's the truth. Because this gives you the angle of content creation and talking like the next software genius. Marketing for even me is new, but again, I did more than my job. I saw how successful marketers and marketing campaigns were running, giving me that speed and edge with AI. That's why I chose AI. I'm not a super technical guy, by the way, guys. I have devs that do the work for me. What am I? I'm a sales and marketing guy. I love doing that stuff. Now, what you can kind of leverage is that, of course, you can find people that can do the job for you. And if you're not on that level, you're not on that scale, just find like basically any issue in a business. Literally go through a funnel of businesses and then see, okay, what can be automated? And as soon as you find that, just sell it. It's super, super simple. But this leads, all these points are going to lead to one massive thing. My drawings are, they're too good. Wow. I'm really bad at this drawing stuff, guys. I need to get better. But this entire thing of, wow, this is supreme level, by the way. This is how good people get. But this is all leads to the bottom funnel. The bottom funnel, what is the bottom funnel? See, if you're gonna charge people, if you're gonna get people on your agency, if you're gonna get people to buy any offer, what you need to do is find people who have already done 80% of the work. It's super easy to get results. That's the first part. Second of all, they know the value of your product. The bottom funnel are the guys that buy the agency accelerator and then they buy they buy 10 courses. None of them work, but they still continue. Because if they still continue after failing so many times, if they are like, there's how many courses, and if they failed every single time, they are the people you need to market. Because people watching, like literally people watching this video, educated buyers. You need educated buyers who know the worth that you're selling for. Like people watching this video, you already have the basic down, but you need to push. Maybe you have 30, 100K following. I have some of my clients, that's who I work with, but you can't make that 50K, 100K a month. These are the people you want to target. Leave the $990 course, kids. Just leave it to the big boys, to the agency accelerator. Leave that. Because you can charge more. It's not about quality, it's about quantity. Now, how does this all tie up to my main video title, how I'm going to make 50K? I've already gotten my outreach down. I'm already making these assets for people that are already in there. The thing that I just did, if this video goes viral, I hope it does, or if even 10 people watch it or 100 people watch it, one of them might be in that situation. And I just made the aha moment. I made them click why the things that I'm doing will work. That's what you guys need to do. Whenever you're making content, you need to propose two things, which is the aha moment. Now, what is the aha moment? It's like, this makes sense. And when this makes sense, trust gets built. Trust is not real, by the way. It's just built on circumstantials. The second thing is what's it called? The value. Now, in this step, I could give you assets. I could give you, why is this so bad? Come on. Yeah, I can give you assets. I can give you tracking sheets, whatever it is. If I give you tracking sheets and assets and all this stuff, what's it gonna build? Trust. But trust is fleeting. That's why whenever you're gonna onboard someone, find them a solution in the mark of 7 days. This is some sauce right now. Give them a solution in the next 7 days. Because once you have done that, they trust you now. And then my average customer, my average offer starts from around 6K. But the person that stays with me the longest, or have done that, is 18K in the end. So I'm making 18K per client while you're charging 2K to teach to an uneducated buyer who doesn't know the value of what you're doing, who doesn't know how to implement it, and then they want refunds. You need to find people that are stuck at 60, not even 60, 70 or 80%. 70 or 80%, not lower than that. Because those are the people that are the quality. Those are the people that can get results. Those are people that work hard. Those are people that need to motivate. Now, with this video, am I going to make 50K by July 11th? Of course, 110%. Why not? What's stopping me? And that's the mindset you guys need to have. If you stick around till the end, check out my Instagram, bunch of testimonials, people talking. And I'm literally gonna like make a machine gun of testimonials. Those are super important as well. And yeah, hope you liked it. I've been like making these videos for like singular people. I've been doing this for a while. Never really, went out and did it on YouTube or anywhere else. But let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you liked me. Let me know if I was bad. Let me know if this was just complete straight ass. I don't care. Comment, do something. It will give me clicks. I'll make money. Bye.